Hi Pixsters! So for the past two videos, Leo has been doing all of the talking. He wants a little break, so this time it's my turn. I want to talk a little bit about something that's more relevant to me with Leo behind the camera this time.
Can you share your previous experience before Pikurate?
So before doing my first startup and doing as the co-founder and also kind of in charge of the marketing, my background is kind of all over the place. So I studied city planning and Asian American studies. I did a little bit of city development, got into kind of film festivals, especially with Asian and Asian American focus. And then from there, I did a lot of volunteer work with Asian American communities and got into teaching. And so I did teaching for a couple years. And at that time, I was also working on side projects as well, working with the community and developing and helping out communities in Korea and in California and Boston. And then after that, I wanted to do my own startup and went to Babson and concentrated on marketing and business analytics.
Based on that understanding, Elvis, what is real difference between what you thought about marketing and the reality of marketing you encounter every day?
So I think, before studying more marketing and doing marketing, marketing to me was always like, I don't know how people out there think this way, but marketing to me was like advertisements. You just create great ads for people to get interested in, so they know about your company, and then that you're marketing the company that way. And it's much more than that. Marketing, I think, really encompasses almost everything in a startup, and in the product as well. But there's the branding of it. There's the social media side that's popular and the content creation. There's the PR aspect. There's the sales. There's also very closely related marketing with the kind of product development and talking to the customers, understanding what they want, and kind of working with them to create the product as well. Market research, market analytics. There's a lot within marketing, and yeah, it's just not as simple as I once thought. And there's just much more to it, which makes it challenging and exciting at the same time.
What are you doing in terms of marketing every day?
I feel like I do a little bit of everything I just said for Pikurate. Last year, we did a lot more with the interns, like Haley and Tammy. We did a lot more kind of market research and branding, just trying to understand more about what is Pikurate and how to convey it to the people. So we did a lot of surveys and interviews and research, and even just creating a survey itself was a lot of effort. And trying to analyze an interview and create interview questions was a lot of effort as well. These days it's more like we're still kind of refining kind of how to best talk about Pikurate to resonate with people, and that's always adapting and getting better every time. But it's really, if you've seen these days, pretty active on social, so creating a lot of content like this, creating contests, talking to people about PR and connecting to other groups and organizations, kind of the development of the platform and sales part. Yeah, there's a lot, and then there's also the analytics side. So we're gathering a lot of data these days, and also implementing ways to understand the data, and then hopefully that will help bring more insights. And we did a little bit with online advertising. There's not only just SEO and organic stuff, but the ad side, right? And that can also be very complicated, buying ads and figuring out how to best create an ad and experiment with those.
Can you share what you have learned so far?
Something I think about marketing is really figuring out who your customers are. So maybe in the beginning, when you're not really sure, it's talking to a lot of people, but you want to go where they are, whether online or offline. Go to the events they're going, talk with them, understand them. I think that's very important, and that helps you understand more about how to talk about your product and gets you more in front of your customers as well. The other thing is, I think a lot of people when they're marketing is they talk a lot about the product itself and what it does and explains what it does, but I think more important in marketing is more thinking about the users and the customers and what they want. So you want to convey the product in a sense where it's like, what is the value for me as a customer? What's the benefit for me? How does it help me? In what situation will I use Pikurate for? So it's really understanding the user, being with the user and thinking like them, and then like, if you were the user, how would you like to be talked to? Those are some of the things I've learned that I think are pretty important. Really focusing on the value and the benefits.
What advice you want to give to someone who are looking for marketing career, especially at startup?
So I'm not a marketing expert yet. Hopefully one day I will be an expert, but I think in a sense everyone is always improving and getting better. And I've definitely throughout this year and a half working with Pikurate and a startup, I've learned a lot and grown a lot since then. But especially for a startup, it's be ready to handle a lot of different things. Like you cannot just be like, I'm just going to focusing on social media side, and that's all that the marketing is going to do for a startup. When you're a small team like us, you're going to be ready to do everything. So going to events and networking, interviewing users, having case studies and user groups or focus groups, creating the content, doing the sales and cold calling people and cold emailing people. Like you have to do a lot. So you have to be ready for that. But I think to start off is you should have a plan, because it can get pretty overwhelming, and to think about, you know, what things need to be done and organizing and scheduling those out so you can accomplish each one of those things. Also, like, what is the goal for your marketing? You know, are you trying to raise awareness? Are you trying to get more users? And put in the metrics to evaluate that, right? So that whatever you're trying to do to get to that goal, you want to make sure that it's going there, and if not, then you can review it, say like, all right, what's not working, and then change something up to see like, okay, is this getting me the users I want? Maybe I have to change up my social media strategy to do that. So think about the purpose, your goal, think about the metrics you need to achieve those goals, and keep tracking it, and then keep experimenting, but also, you know, keep a schedule of all the things you kind of need to do. Otherwise, there's so much.
Yeah, I think Elvis have learned many things about marketing, especially at the startup world. And then I hope that learning helpful for everyone who's looking for marketing career at startup. Focus on what's your goal, what's your performance, and then how to measure it. That's the never ever change fundamental of marketing. Okay, I think that's it.
One last thing, for the people who are still students out there watching, we have a kind of contest going on where if you sign up and create a pic, share all those links that are very useful for you, you're entered to potentially win some gift cards. So grand prize of $100 for Amazon, a good way to buy something for the summertime. So the link will be below. But other than that, we will see you guys again next time.
Apply right now. You can be a winner.
Okay. All right then. Bye-bye.